Introducing the all-new Corolla.
What began as a dispute over burning green waste last night led to the death of a 56-year-old Sinahanya man. Neighbors and Mayor Robert Hofmann identified the deceased as John Chargualaf.
He was a good neighbor, helpful, helps my husband, helps me, we help him.
Irene Taitano was not home at the time of the incident, but says Chargualaf and the man accused of pushing him, her next-door neighbor Ryan Taitano, had a history of not getting along. And most of their disputes, she said, centered around burning.
My husband was sometimes there to witness what's going on. Whether he's here or not, John would still tell him when they play darts every night. Didn't know it was going to be we'll end like this.
Police say the dispute began after Chargualaf's neighbor reported this burning pile. Chargualaf is said to have then begun throwing rocks at his neighbor, leading to a confrontation across the street where police say Chargualaf was pushed, causing him to hurt his head in front of this home.
You know, it's a tragedy, and there's not one single person to blame, and we're going to just hope get to the bottom of it. And I'm really hoping and praying that the investigators do their due diligence on this and we get justice.
According to Mayor Hofmann, Chargualaf had permission to burn in designated areas, as did other neighbors. But for some reason, his office only heard complaints when Chargualaf was burning.
If 4 out of the 5 are doing the same thing, but you're only complaining about the one, it really kind of called us the question, saying, you know, is there a problem with the person? Or, I mean, because, you know, your neighbor up here, and you do this, you barbecue once a week, so, or, you know, whichever else, so apparently it's not the smoke that's bothering you. What is it? So there might have been underlying issues, I don't know. And unfortunately, Mr. Chargualaf's not here to make any kind of mention of what really happened or what transpired or what took place.
Neighbors say it's hard to believe that Chargualaf would throw rocks or show other signs of violence.
Rest in peace, John.
He's not a violent person. It takes a lot out of him to be violent. So I don't know what, this was probably the last straw.
Chargualaf leaves behind a wife who neighbors and Hofmann say requires constant care due to a disability. Criminal investigation detectives were on the scene this morning, but no arrests had been made as of news time. Betsy Brown, PNC News.